Okay, so it says my lag is bad. I think it's good enough to play, personally. So let's see where we're at on arrows here. This is the Soulbound character, so when they die, they are dead. At the end of it, I think we need more arrows. We should fill up the quiver. But yeah, when you die, you respawn as a new character with 225 skills, randomly divided into 3 different skills. So in this case, when I spawned, I was Majory, Eval, and Meditation at 75. I've never tried to use magic offensively on this server, so I don't know how that works out. Maybe my lag is too bad. But we are also going to pick up archery. I think it makes sense to go with majoring, especially if I can get a spell channeling bow, something like that. That way I don't have to unequip when I cast. So just need to pick up some arrows, chop some trees. Man, maybe it's not playable. It seemed playable in town, but this is recipe for getting me killed. Uh-huh. Guess that's the fortress. It's not loading, maybe? Yeah. I think that's called a fortress. I don't really know. So that puts us at 96 feathers. We really need to make like 500 feathers real quick, but this doesn't seem like it can be real quick with this lag. The shaft part of it will be pretty quick. So the lag comes and goes. Sometimes it's much better. But I can imagine getting to a dungeon or something and ending up with the bad lag. And this is not the server, it's my internet connection. The lag here is generally very good. Cuckoo, crow. Yeah, I don't know if I can handle it. Okay, I might just try to regroup and see if I can fix this problem on my network. Because this is tough. It makes everything like half as fast, half as slow as it should be. But you can see from last time the archery's really improved. I can hit birds really often now compared to before. But even with this lag, I've collected like 200 feathers. Was that? Or I guess 150 feathers after this one. So it's not going to take long to get to the 500. But I just need to go ahead and make the arrows and then start collecting more feathers as I go. So let's just take a pause real quick and see if I can get this resolved. Okay, the connection should be better now. If not infinitely better, at least overall much better. So we're going to go get some more feathers. We're going to chop some lumber, get our arrows, and then try a dungeon that's not very easy. But, you know, the only problem is, of course, you got to be cautious because death is death. That's the end. There goes everything that you've got. Let's see what we can find. I guess the lag is still not that great. It's much better, though. Just a little hiccup every so often. I can handle it. Not much in the way of birds out here today. Or wait for what? Yeah, maybe it is just going to be unplayable this morning. I don't know. So I'm not going to go back to that dungeon because it's too easy. I pretty much just want to avoid casters because they can rapidly decrease your health. There's always these demons that can kind of spawn in the overworld that can kill you too, so... And there's dragons all over the place on the overworld. Just, you can just run across them. And how can my ping be going from 150 to 500 to 800? Oh shit. That guy's gonna kill me in like 2 hits. You gotta be joking. No, it's not the time to lag. 10 hiding, so I don't really expect that to work. So those PKs will spawn randomly in the game, basically. They're red NPCs. I think I'm far enough away from him. He's also got a crossbow, so he's kind of limited on range. But yeah, you saw how much that did to my health. I mean, one bad encounter like that, or if you're not at full health, and you're toast. So you gotta be careful in this land as a soulbound. Very difficult to survive. At least initially, I think. It's hard enough to survive in this game as a non-soulbound, but then add in permadeath, and you can easily kick the bucket. And all your work is for nothing. But I kind of like that aspect. Makes it more interesting. Okay, so we are now at 250 feathers. That's halfway to the goal. Definitely a lot slower when they don't drop 25 feathers. Still not bad. So you need to kill 5 birds instead of 4 birds to get 100 feathers. So I guess we'll work our way north. Might as well head north because the dungeon here is a little too easy. But I'm not sure. We'd have to go really far north and across some relatively dangerous territory, but I guess let's try it. Maybe we'll hit a moon gate on the way or something. If we stay near the road, we should mostly be okay. Goblin, that should be doable. Need to find some more scrolls so I can use this 75 majoring that I've got. So 6 circle would be really good to find. Not a lot out here. Take this northern road, and that takes us to, I think, Sarth Abbey. No, keep going. Barge can peacemake you, and it's pretty powerful. You can't cast defensive spells, you can't attack with your weapon. Harpy, they have feathers. I don't know how tough it's going to be, though. All kind of stuff out this way. Yeah, I might not be able to hit it. Yeah, I can take it on. It's just going to take a minute, but I'll gain archery doing this. I'm at 46.2. Go. So there's some fame. How much fame did I get? I got like 20 fame points, 20 soulbound points, soul force points. Let's see how many arrows a harpy has, or feathers, I'm sorry. 25, so that's pretty good. So there is a value in hunting the higher monsters for feathers. See if I can get past these enemies without getting aggroed. Giant toad. Many people have died on this road. So we are near Sarth Abbey. I think this is like a player-run town, basically. So that's a player, he's logged out. He's coded it so that when you log out, your character kind of roams around. Sometimes they can teach you skills, but it costs a lot. So 138,000. Who knows how high it can get you, but it's not the same as NPCs where it's 10 to 1. Let's go over to the Moon Gate. I don't even want to enter that town. It's kind of a big mess of stuff everywhere. And it's not bad. It's interesting, but gotta watch out here for enemies. There can be really strong stuff next to the Moon Gate sometimes. Moon Gate. Should be like right here. I was gonna go to Britain, but maybe I'll go to Moon. Just go to Moon. Hopefully there's no big enemies here. Like I say, there can often be really bad stuff right outside of the Moon Gate. So player houses, they don't decay here. So if you come across a house, it's been there for who knows how long. Maybe it's still actively used, maybe not. But it's not a big server, so there's still plenty of housing space, as you can kind of see. But if you get toward the towns, there are often houses nearby. I hate these plots. I always hated the plots, because people will put them up without putting walls. I mean, I hate it. I just don't like the look of it. It doesn't look right. And those are player gates. You can make your own gates. I don't know how, but you can make your own gates, custom gates. So there's a lot of player driven gate systems in the game, player gate network basically. And unlike recall and regular gate, there's no penalties for using the player gate. So a lot of people will use those to get around. Now, around here, there should not be nearly as many really bad enemies. In fact, I don't think there's anything that really spawns right here near Moon, which is the coastal town right there. Kind of a safe spot, but there's also an easy dungeon here and then a normal dungeon down there. So the normal dungeon is where I want to go. I want to pick up this cotton. Go ahead and make some bandages. I don't need a ton, just some. Because I didn't see any down in Montour. Yeah, that should be plenty. Way more than I needed. Should be getting close. 386, so I'm getting very close to the goal. Should be plenty of birds around here. Another player character that's logged out. A lot of elephants. Those are great for taming, great for combat, really. Food, corn, carrots. Not very filling. So over here's one of those player-run graveyards. Somewhere over here. Yeah, so all those gravestones make all these liches. Well, that's Soulbound. That's it. That's the problem with casters, and that's why I wanted to stay away from them. I should have never tried to show you this dungeon, or this graveyard. That was really stupid. I thought I was far enough away, but I guess not. It's that Doom Lich, but yeah, you can see that all these gravestones together cause all of this to spawn, so you can see how many people have kind of come into the range of this and died further. But yeah, it's kind of messed up how quickly they aggro on you. Like, that's a lot of work down the drain. I think I get to keep the Soul Force points, but that's it. Pretty disappointing when I spent, an hour on this character, but worked up all this stuff. Archery to 50, I was just getting rolling. But that's what I get. I shouldn't have tried to show that. I knew what could happen, and it did. So, well, that's Soulbound. Guess that's the end of that. I guess for good measure, I'll just see what I resurrect as, just to find out. Okay, a pause. Let's see if it's been long enough. So I am now Chike the Bilious. None of my previous skills. Nothing. Nothing. The thief build again. My god. What am I supposed to do with this? Bank gets wiped. Everything is wiped. I mean, can I steal from NPCs? Children are criminal. Cannot be wielding a weapon. Stole something. 9 silver. Copper. They're criminals, so it should be okay. About the animal broker. Nothing. Looks like these criminal children are the best option. He attacked me. What? Why is it? So even though they're criminal, if you attack them, which I didn't, he attacked me, the guards will kill you. It's good to know. Well, dead again. I guess let's see what rolls next time. Okay, let's see if it's been long enough. It's like 3 or 4 minutes. The Decadent. I like the Decadent. So stealth. Probably stealth, hiding, and something else. Ninjutsu. So I'm a ninja. Yep. Stealth, hiding. Ninjutsu. Not really used ninjutsu, so this could be interesting. Let's get rid of the stuff that I'm not using. No more majory, no more vow. I imagine I'll still use meditation, but otherwise I think we'll stick with this. I don't have any combat skills. I'd still have to go archer, but I guess it doesn't make sense with a melee character. I was really hoping to use archery because it would help me stay alive, but that didn't really work out in the end. We're still going to get healing. And we'll train animal taming to be able to ride mounts. So, here we go. We're in Britain this time. Guess first things first, let's go get a mount. The broker is not a great option. Oops, no. But yeah, if it takes 329 gold to train it so you can tame mounts, it's just a much better deal to pay 300 one time than try to pay 500 over and over for a horse, basically. Let's see what my stats are. 55 all the way across. Okay. So we can start building swordsmanship on some weak enemies. This bird. That's quick. I need to get a shield. I'll have to run parrying. I need to get... Do I have a ninja book? Cool. I don't know anything about ninjutsu, so I'll have to look at it. Both damage and percent chance to hit for one attack. That doesn't seem good. Unless it's a lot of damage. Interesting. Interesting. Animal type. That's interesting. Attack from stealth. So surprise attack could be cool. So those are stealth based. I need to get rid of all this stuff up here. So those are stealth-based attacks. This is regular kinds of attacks. Then we've got Shadow Jump, Teleport, Maintaining Stealth. Interesting. Okay, so Mirror Image. So overall, it doesn't really seem all that powerful. But we'll try it out and see what happens. Let's try Animal Form. So it's like Polymorph. 100 ninjutsu to do that type. I'm guessing I can't transform into a dragon or something. So I can't transform into much of this at all. Maybe a rabbit. Bullfrog. Poison. Increases movement speed. Let's just see. I bet you that acts like you have a mount. What does it take to cast ninjutsu? Nothing. Yeah, that acts like you have a mount. I guess you can't mount your mount. That's kind of cool. I wonder how long it lasts. It doesn't say, really. Yeah, I don't know a thing, the first thing about ninjutsu, so it's all new to me. So let's go in here and let's buy a shield. Just any old shield is good to start. We will raise parrying. Probably won't use bowcraft fletching. So we'll go from there. Yeah, I guess I might not need a mount if I can run around like this. It's kind of cool, really. What else do I need right from the start? I need healing. So let's go find a healer. Let's just tell my mount to stay for the moment, since I am a mount. I think the healer is up here. Okay, so we've got healing now. Need to buy some scissors. Maybe also refill the water skin. Jitsu book in the corner. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Go down to the tailor. So I guess we'll go with swordsmanship since that's what it started us with. Scissors. What else could I need to start? That's probably it. Just need to go get some bandages. Lagging so bad. I guess there's a lot of stuff in this area, a lot of player houses outside of Britain. Let's hope that there's some cotton over here in the fields. Is. Don't need it all, I'll just take some and leave the rest for somebody else. What? There's no loom in here? Okay, I guess I got... Well, is there a tailor in there? Yeah, there should be a loom in here then. Maybe. Nope. So I guess animal form just kind of lasts until you turn it off. That's my guess. 800 bandages, that's pretty good. Let's head to the graveyard. Let's just see what we can do. Let's see, focus attack. Oh, you have to be one-handed to use your ninjutsu. Says I diverted the attack, but... Oh! Alright, well... Maybe don't play with lag. Fortunately, this is kind of how Soulbound can go, you know, not old enough yet, is that you can make this character and you can kind of die instantly just because you take on something a little too strong. I just wasn't paying enough attention right away. And therefore got destroyed. So these are skills I'm going to want no matter what my character spawns as. Right here. Well, maybe not lumberjack. So we'll leave that. Well, meditation, it's just going to raise no matter what if I have any kind of magic, but we'll see. Yeah, this is what Soulbound can be like. I mean, you get really rolling like I did on my last character, you can get a good hour in, but then you do something dumb, like walk up to a player graveyard and then get insta-killed. So it really just depends on how you play. You really want to be pretty conservative to start. If you look, I've gotten 45 Soul Force. That's it, because I guess that carries over. But once you get 500, I think you can get your first upgrade. So I really was trying to focus on that by making my way to that other dungeon, but then I showed you guys the dumb graveyard, and that was the end of that. Should be pretty soon, though. Okay, should have been enough time now. It's like 5 or 10 minutes. Alright. Well, we're an archer this time. With bowcraft. What else? Oh, tactics. So this is a fighter. This could work. Basically, it's like my other character, but already built. Let's see. Katji the Cryptic. Well, worse stats than last time, but that's okay. I got fletching tools even. I've got a lumberjacking thing. How much gold is that? 1,000. Cure potions, a lantern, bottle of wine, and a bag. Interesting. Got crossbow bolts, no quiver. That's okay. Where am I at? I'm down in Montour again? Okay. So, feeling good about this one. I probably won't stick to using the crossbow. I like bows better, but for now I've got 250 bolts, so let's go with it. First things first, let's get a mount. And scissors. Still gonna train healing. I could do chivalry or something to try to heal. Did I not start with a water skin? It's so weird. Okay, let's get our first horse. So like I say, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. We can easily take out enemies with this much skill. So I kind of want to do the same thing and go to Moon to start out. So if I need something from a Fletcher, now is the time, because Moon does not have a bowman, I don't believe. So let's go to the east side of Montour. I need to train healing too. So we'll go up to the healer first. Train healing. Then we'll go to the bow guy, which I believe is down here. Also need a water skin. Not from you. Man, why are backpacks so expensive? He doesn't have a water skin. It's alright, we'll check elsewhere. Maybe the bower's back here. Yes. So let's go buy a quiver. Just a regular quiver. I do want a regular bow, but it can wait. I need to get some more fletching tools. Just get a lot of those. We can put them in the bank. Now, let's head to the Moon. So one of the biggest threats right now would be to get poisoned. So I do have those lesser cure potions, because otherwise I wouldn't have a way to cure it. So this time I think it would be wiser to go to the Moon Gate that's over here, instead of running throughout Caesarea. I also need a skinning knife. Forgot to get one, but I'll get one later. There's someone out here. Joshua. Looks like he's training up some elephants. Oh, come on, I can't do this lag. Corpse. So 56 gold, 145 silver, 45 copper, not so good. This stuff is not useful to us. 12 cloth. Can go ahead and chop that up. So I'm poisoned. Hopefully I survive. I'm sure I'll survive the poison, but hopefully there's no other problem nearby to cause issues like that. Moon Gate is right over here. Should work on hiding while I'm running around. No, those guys can throw rocks. Very dangerous. Most people don't lock their boats. It's just kind of a golden rule server, I guess. So we're back in Moon. The timer's a lot longer for hiding than it is on Ruins and Riches. See if we can kill this guy. We have 75. We should be able to, well... Oh yeah. Crossbow's actually pretty fast. Let's see, I have 172 weight. I want to see if the quiver actually reduces weight on a Soulbound. Yeah, it sure does. So that's the main use of the quiver, is to reduce your weight of your arrows and bows, or arrows and bolts. Did I get fame? Did I get fame? 45, I didn't get any fame. Looks like I can't hit him across the wall. Okay, let's throw some of these into the bank. Primeval Splendid Dragon. So let's drop these in the bank, because I only need to carry a few with me, because I have a lot of bowcraft fletching. I shouldn't fail. But they don't sell them in this town, so it's good to go and get a few. Only 500 bandages. I'll keep 400. That gives me 400 gold to work with. If I train chivalry, I'll be able to cure. That's probably the best bet right now. So we'll get the book. Training is 333. I don't have it. But... So now the only problem is... I don't have any money to tithe, so I can't... Spot fire. Change that. Change this to... Close wounds. Still be the same. Don't have fireball anymore. What? I think that's all I need right now. I mean, that's all I can really get. Just have to go defeat some enemies. With my 250 bolts. I think I'll try the newbie dungeon because it's less likely I'll get poisoned there. So this is an easy dungeon. So it's a little too easy probably for 75, but it'd be a good place to pick up some skills. I'm sorry, some money real quick. Gotta watch out on these chests and stuff. They could easily kill you. Let's go ahead and start building up arms lore and item ID. I'm not worried about it because I don't need a shield. Let's see what's down here. Shouldn't be anything very hard. Especially at 75 skill. But got a little fame, so that's 45. Isn't that what I was at before? Use this as my cell bag. But when we can go to the regular dungeon, we'll get a lot more fame and maybe enough soul force to actually turn into something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure I heal after every bit of poison, because if not, then I'll get poisoned and killed, basically. And I really need my healing to go up. 30.9 is pretty bad. I'm actually not sure I can defeat these guys. They do a lot of damage. So even at 75 skill, I'm barely hitting him. What? Okay, it can be done. Just need to be patient. This should give me some fame. I think archery is ideal because it's going to keep you away from the enemies. Is that a magician? No. Some kind of crossbow. I'll have to look at that in a minute. What's using magic on me? I guess maybe the kobold is magical. So right now I'm using repeating crossbow 8 to 12, 2.75 seconds. This is the same thing. It does hit stamina leech, but I don't think that is useful for me. I could try to sell it, but I don't think I can sell it. So yeah, that guy was worth 8 soul points. I think well, I do want to see what's in that bag, so. It doesn't hurt that bad, I guess. Gonna go through a lot of arrows. Down to 187 bolts. Little fame, so 53 should be another 8. No, that was worth 10. 11, 9. Main thing is just collecting a little bit of capital down here. Running through my first few arrows and bolts basically just to try to collect some money. So jewelry can be really good. I don't know if it affects soulbound characters. And once you try to identify something a certain amount of times and fail, only a vendor can be done. Can do it at 200 gold per identification. So sometimes it's worth it, other times it's not. Instant kill. But yeah, this dungeon's a little too easy, so I think we'll go up to the ancient pyramid and try that out. See how quick we get killed once we get all this kind of stuff in order right here. Some extra spending money to tithe a little bit just so I can cure or heal in an emergency. Phantom's a caster. Gonna try to save my cure potions. Now I'm picking up every bolt because I only have the 200 or so I started with. Slimes are good because they drop gems, and gems sell really well most of the time. So I could end up with more in gems than I did in gold, so it's worth it to just pick them up. I'm up to 65 soul force. I think this time I will make it to 500 and I'll be able to do my first donation to the Lich, Blood Lich, or whatever it is. Because once we get to the normal dungeon, we'll get a lot more fame. I think we'll get to 500 very quickly. It's just a matter of getting some startup capital so I can have everything I need to go there. Mainly more arrows and feathers is what I'll need, but let's close that. I think I'm good here. I think I've got enough to go back to town and kind of regroup and see where I'm at. Should have enough money for any kind of incidental stuff I need. Tithe a little bit so I can cure. This guy's so strong. Open the door. What is going on? Why isn't the door working? What is this? That's the only way out of here. Yeah, that's the only way out. Guess I'll have to kill him. Why does he have a venom sack? I don't know if that was a bug or what, but it still won't open. It must be a client-side bug. Let me relog. Okay, it must have been some kind of bug. Never encountered that before. Does the enemy respawn? Nope. Weird that one guy respawned so quickly, but these did not. I guess I really need to start. I don't have anything to. Yeah, I do have my axe. Because I need to start collecting feathers. Might as well do it now. Gonna need them. Alright, back to Moon to see kind of where things stand gold-wise. $78. This will be basically 100. There's an eagle, even better. Okay, so it's going to work on my hiding. It's going to be pretty critical to have at least 30 or 40 hiding. What we ended up with from that. And I've still got gems. $500. 38. I ended up using like 100 bolts. Let's go sell the gems real quick, just to see. Bad. I need to tithe some of this so I'd be able to cast Cure and heal in an emergency. Let's do 200. I don't expect to cast much, but as we get more gold, we can tithe more and build that up. But, 'cause that's how Chivalry works with tithing points. I don't know if it tells you. Mana costs 10. It doesn't tell you how much tithing points it costs, but it's like in the realm of 5 to 15, I think. And failures also count. So we'll put this pretty bag in here. I like it. Hellish leather. I don't think we need to carry our gold. Otherwise, we just need to make some bolts for now. I guess since we're going to be using the crossbow until we find a better regular bow, maybe? I also need, well, I need to get a water skin. And I need to find some food. Because eventually I will starve and hunger to death, thirst to death. And that impacts your stamina, your health, all kind of stuff. And he does not have a water skin. Why? Maybe the tavern keeper? I know that at different times the vendors will sell and buy different things, so maybe he just doesn't have a water skin right now. But you would think that the tavern keeper would... There we go. Go and get 2 of them so I don't always have to remember. 2 is more than enough to go on an adventure. Starting to hide intermittently at 10. I'm gonna also check on my lag and see if there's anything I can do on my network to fix this. Okay, so maybe the lag will be a little better this time. I think I improved it. Maybe not. I was hoping to be able to go to this dungeon, but Yeah, it looks alright. Mostly. Maybe not. It's just those spikes. I don't know why it's spiking like that. Yeah, unplayable for the moment. Okay, so we can continue moving along. Down a little bit. Should be lag free now. Not sure what I was doing exactly. I think I was going to go to a tougher dungeon to acquire some fame. So I need to make some more bolts. Kill some eagles real quick. Chop a few trees. Batman, what's it doing over here? Usually don't see enemies this close to moon. That's a shaman. It's not good. Should be okay. This crossbow is actually pretty fast. Seems faster than a bow. That shouldn't be true. It's the dreaded poison. I should be able to cure that with my chivalry. Yep. So that's what it's for, really. Don't need a sword, but just try to raise some arms lore. Just let that poison wear off naturally. Up to 170 feathers. So, just a few more. Any hawks? Lich Graveyard is right over there. We're not going over there. Again, no thank you. Corpse. Finding one of these can give you a big leg up when you're new. Oh shit! Holy crap! I did not realize I was that close to death. If I hadn't... If I had not had... That's scary. Okay, I can't really move, so I'm going to use this as a chance to chop some lumber, since my stamina is kind of drained out. It'll take me a few minutes, but... So every 12 logs is 24 shafts, should be. See? Yeah, 24 shafts. So that's not bad, even if you basically have no lumberjacking. You should be able to get hundreds of shafts pretty quickly. You need at least 200, but I would like to get 300 of each component. I'm so lucky I noticed my health. I don't like lumberjacking on a horse. It just doesn't look right. I use my... Oh, I'm frozen. And that happens sometimes. More so recently, but I'm not sure why. What if I can... Oh, I don't have a dagger. Just gonna try to get some apples from the tree. You see, I've already got 200 shafts just that fast. I mean, even with 0 lumberjacking. So it's not really a holdup. And the lumberjacking's already at 20, so it'll only get easier from here. Can't really make too much else with fletching. I wonder what's the hardest thing to make. Yumi, I guess, because I have a 0% chance. Composite bow is also kind of hard. I might try to make one of these just to see what it is. So you need boards to make it. Seven boards. You get boards from taking logs to sawmills, which is really after my time. That mechanic, when I played UO, you used a dagger. There weren't even fletching tools as far as I know. You just used your dagger on the wood. And that was that. I'm not even sure that there's a sawmill here, so we'll just look, and if there's not, oh well. We move on, but let's get back on the horse. Seems like that'd be a good place for one, but there's not one there. Yeah, I'm not sure that there is one in Moon. They really need to have one of these in every town, though. You would really think that. Another good place for one that's not here. Ooh, I wonder if there's one in the basement. What is all this? I guess they don't go aggro. What is happening? What the hell is going on here? There we go. What? I ruined it all? There's a bar down here? Man. Definitely times I wish I had known that. I feel like 36. I'll break them up into 12 this time. If I fail at least, one of them. What is this? What's going on down here? And is this based on lumberjacking? I'm starting to think so. I've got enough to try it. This is interesting. It must be based on lumberjacking, which is why I'm failing. I didn't notice whether my lumberjacking raised or not trying that. So let's get a few more boards. Let's just see. I really want to craft one of these Yumi bows just to see what the stats are. More lumber now. A few more points in lumberjacking. I'm bound to succeed. Oh, I'm overweight. How much am I overweight? Quite a lot. Damn stamina. Back to that stuff. I found an underground fighting pit. see if this flags lumberjacking. I'm at 32 point. Yeah, it sure does. Apparently that's a pretty high lumberjacking requirement to make boards. I could have sworn I could make a Yumi just a second ago. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Short bow. What was 50%? Oh, composite bow. "13 to 17, 4 seconds. So it does a lot more damage, but it's a little slower. So I may switch to that. Let's see what the short bow is. Let's see what the long bow is. 12 to 16, so that's not as good. 9 to 13, it's faster, but less powerful. And the Yumi must be the most powerful. Let's see what a regular crossbow looks like. When did I get this? Wow, regular crossbow is much slower, but does a lot more damage. Let's just stick with our regular repeating crossbow. Or this magical one, whatever. I don't know when I got that. I'm gonna tithe some more because that just saved my life. Turn these into shafts. I could easily run out of a few hundred tithing points. It wouldn't be hard. Now let's go drop the extra stuff in the bank. $100 gold. It's a lot of bandages. I don't need that many. Put my extra crossbow in here for now. I would like to identify the ring. Let's do that. And then we should be good to go to make the rest of these arrows and stuff. I've got tons of shafts. Just jump. Let's get a few more birds. And then we can go check out the ancient pyramid. Hopefully not get killed there. But we can try to get fame, and that's the best bet. Someone's harvested the cotton recently. Ooh, eagle and a hawk. Get one more bird. Ooh, eagle. And we'll break this up into 100. I shouldn't fail, but just in case. Well, what's my chance? 100%, so I shouldn't have to worry about it. So I have 89, now I have 364. We'll put those in there. My weight is pretty good. Let's go to the pyramid and get killed, probably. Worth a shot. We'll see. Really should kill all these birds on the way. Feathers are just, it's not as easy to get them when they're only 18 per creature. 12 for a regular bird. That's half of what was on OSI. OSI would give you 25 for a regular bird, and a hawk would give you more, I think. It's a nice bag. Okay, so the Ancient Pyramid is a normal dungeon. It's kind of like my go-to newbie dungeon once I'm able to survive the basic stuff. Copper worm, what the fudge? That's me. So being ranged should help. Casters are still problematic, but most of them are not super strong casters in here, as long as we don't get toward the Lich. So we got Soul Force. So I kind of want to keep an eye on Soul Force, so it's at 113. 500 is the threshold we need to get something, do something with it. So I'm hoping to get to 500 just to see what can happen. So mummies are problems. They will kill you. They will cast this thing on you like a web. Like that. What? One hit? Terrible. That was a pretty good template. I like the bowcraft butching. But I really didn't think the mummy would kill me in one hit. I thought I could handle taking a hit from a mummy. At this rate of getting like 30 or 40 fame per kill, yeah, after about 10 reincarnations, I'll have enough to level up. This is just sad. I should have just stuck to the overworld, I guess. I don't really know. Because I wasn't getting any fame in the newbie dungeon. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's just tough. Some ranged enemies just do so much damage. And, you're at an advantage because you're a ranged guy as an archer. But then stuff like that happens. I mean, it was just quick. Too quick for me to even comprehend what was happening. Definitely disappointing. Because I really felt like that character was starting to reach its stride. Had good combat from the get-go. Support skills are being built up. Trained skills. I'm going to try again, just not right this moment. I will try again in a little while after I've had some time to breathe from constantly dying in Soulbound, but Yeah, Soulbound is an interesting journey, one filled with a lot of depth. You have to be really conservative, and I have a hard time playing that conservatively. But we'll see what happens.